Yes, we're back with some more horror games. In this video, we're going to focus more on the rare and hidden gems that I feel like a lot of you guys don't know about yet. My name is Ghostlink. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. I post videos like this every single week. With that being said, feel free to sit back, relax, and let's dive into it. The first game we're going to talk about today is Close to the Sun. This game is so cool and definitely underrated. So this game follows a girl named Rose, and she's searching for her missing sister on this huge massive ship. It's really heavy on exploration as well as solving puzzles. And I will say, if you're a fan of BioShock, you'll definitely enjoy this game. Now there are some horror elements, but it's mainly focused on exploration and the puzzles, as well as the whole mystery behind it. In my opinion, it runs pretty good on the Switch, and definitely runs better on the Switch too. If you like games with a decent amount of horror, as well as mystery, this one is definitely for you. As for game number 2, the game's only available digitally, and that game is Don't Be Afraid. Now this one, in my opinion, is a true hidden gem, and it's definitely creepy. So I first played this game on the PC. I have not played this game yet on the Switch, but from what I've seen online, as well as reviews, it runs pretty good. And of course, if you're playing on the Switch too, it's definitely going to run better. So as for the game, this is a first-person horror adventure game, where you play as a young boy named David, who's been kidnapped by a madman. You explore dark, creepy rooms, solve puzzles, and uncover disturbing secrets to escape. The game focuses on fear, tension, and psychological horror, as you experience the world through the eyes of a child. And like I said, the game is definitely creepy. You have all these weird mannequins, demented clowns, and the jump scares are very well placed. If you're looking for a good jump scare horror game, this is definitely it. So go check it out, you're gonna love it. Number 3 is Dollhouse. This is another great hidden gem, and the second game just released on PS5 as well as PC. So this is a first-person psychological horror game, set in a dark film noir world. You play as a girl named Marie, a detective who's trying to recover her lost memories, while being hunted by a mysterious enemy. The game is based on exploration, different environments, solving puzzles, and using stealth to survive, as well as uncover the truth. Now I will admit, the game doesn't run the best on the Switch 1, but on the Switch 2, it definitely runs a lot better. And this game is definitely fun, and the story will definitely keep you hooked as well. And as for the Switch 1, it's definitely playable. It's not horrible by any means. If you're into fun psychological horror games, I definitely recommend checking this one out, as well as the second game, if you're on PC and PS5 as well. This is another one that I definitely recommend adding to your list. Number 4 is another digital-only game, and that game is Dementium. So this game, originally released on the DS, and now it's imported to the PC as well as Switch. And yes, this game is locked at 60 FPS, smooth graphics, and smooth controls. This is a first-person survival horror game, where you wake up in an abandoned monster-filled hospital with no memory of who you are. As you explore dark halls, you fight terrifying creatures, solve puzzles, and uncover the mystery behind the hospital and your past. So rumor has it that this was originally going to be a Silent Hill game, but they decided to make it Dementium. I'm not exactly sure why, but I can definitely see the similarities. And I will say, this game is definitely gory and definitely gruesome. For this game to be on the DS, that's very surprising. So, if you're into fun first-person horror games, with a lot of action and gore, you're definitely going to enjoy this one. So go play it. Number 5 is the game that just released a few days ago, and that game is House of the Dead 2. And here's the actual game itself. This cover is so cool, and yes, I'm a huge House of the Dead fan. Man, I swear, I'll never forget going back to the arcades when I was a kid, and playing these games with all the homies. It was a great time. And now playing these games on the Switch, as well as chilling on the couch on my TV, it's a great time, and it definitely floods you with nostalgia. So as you can tell, this game's a rail shooter, but it's definitely one of the best rail shooters out there. And I just love the aesthetics of these games. It's pretty much the aesthetics of your classic survival horror games, but as a rail shooter, obviously. And I will say, it's definitely addictive. So in this one they have the arcade mode, as well as the story mode, and both modes are just as good. If you're looking for your next high-octane rail shooter, look no further, because this one's it. And I will admit, the mechanics are a bit better in this one than the first one. I highly recommend checking this one out. Number 6 is another game that just released, and I'm so stoked, and that game is Crow Country. And the reverse cover is so cool, check this out. If you're a fan of classic survival horror, this game needs to be in your collection. So in this game you play as a special agent who tries to solve a mystery of a missing amusement park owner, After he mysteriously disappears about 2 years ago, it's your job to go find out what happened. The game is set in this old abandoned amusement park, and it's definitely creepy, and this game will definitely flood you with nostalgia of old school classic survival horror. The graphics, the music, the gameplay, it's so fun. And what's cool too is that the game is not too expensive at all. It's around $40, which is definitely reasonable in my opinion. And the physical version of this game, I could definitely see becoming rare. So yeah, if you're into fun classic survival horror games, you guys have to play this one. You're gonna love it. Number 7 is unfortunately another digital only game. And surprisingly, a lot of horror fans don't know this game's on the Switch yet. And that game is Made of Scare. Definitely one of the best horror games of all time. So this is a first-person horror game set in a haunted hotel in the 19th century. You play as Thomas, who must find his long-lost love, while avoiding sound-sensitive enemies. Using stealth and limited tools, you uncover dark family secrets and the hotel's tragic history. Man, this game is so cool. Now I will admit, I have not played this game yet for the Switch, but from all the research I've done, it definitely runs good. And of course, it does run better on the Switch too. But I will say, this game is definitely a must-play, especially if you're a fan of horror. The music, the atmosphere, the tension, the horror, it's really good. This is definitely another one that I highly recommend adding to your list. Number 8 is Quite-On. And I got the special edition. One second. Boom! There's the special edition for Quite-On. So this game is a Play Asia exclusive. Even though it's sold out on their website, you can still find copies on eBay for around $60. So this is an action horror game set in Japan, where you play as a young girl fighting off spirits. Combining Japanese folklore, you use weapons and clever tactics to survive haunted locations and uncover hidden secrets. So right off the bat, this game is definitely filled with PS2 vibes, old school action horror PS2 vibes, and it's definitely fun. Now I will admit, it's not the scariest game, but it's definitely fun, and of course has spooky vibes. It runs pretty decent on the Switch, and on the Switch too, it definitely runs better. The best way to describe this game is like taking a Fatal Frame game, but more action heavy, and a little less dark. This game is pretty unique, and when you play it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, if you're into fun, unique PS2 style horror games, with more of an action twist to it, this one's for you. Another one that I definitely recommend checking out. Number 9 is a game that I haven't talked about in quite a while, and it's definitely one of the best trilogies of all time, and that game is Deathmark, the Spirit Hunter trilogy. And I got the limited edition as well for the first game. Man, these games are so good and definitely underrated. So these games are interactive horror visual novels, and definitely the best of their kind. You play as this guy who wakes up that has a mysterious mark on his arm, which looks like bite marks, and he finds other people that have the same mark on them, and they only have 7 days to survive, so it's up to him to find out what's going on and break the curse. And I will say, this game is definitely creepy, and the art style is beautiful. The whole atmosphere, the music, this game is such a vibe. All 3 games. There's some pretty good jump scares as well. If you're looking to get into horror visual novels, I definitely recommend this trilogy. It's amazing, and you can still find all 3 games for pretty cheap. So yeah, I definitely recommend playing these games. You're gonna love it. And last but not least is the game I feel like a lot of people know about, but have no idea it's on the Switch, and that game is Alan Wake Remastered. Yes, this is one of the best horror games out there. It's on PC, Xbox, PS5, you name it, it's on there. Now I'm not too sure when this game came to the Switch, but I recently found out about it and want to tell you guys about it as well. I'm sure some of you guys already know it's on the Switch, but as for myself, I had no idea, and I'm pretty on it when it comes to horror games on the Switch. So for this game to slide past me, it's kinda weird. Anyways, this is a psychological horror game about a writer who travels to a small town to overcome his writer's block. When his wife disappears, he finds himself in a crazy nightmare, and his stories that he writes now come to life, and he must fight to uncover the truth. Man, this game is so cool and definitely a trip. If you're looking to play one of the best psychological horror games out there, this in my opinion is a must play. I definitely recommend adding it to your list. And like always, we got a bonus game, which is a game that's getting a physical release pretty soon, and that game is Little Goody Two Shoes. This game is an amazing hidden gem. So this one is a dark fairy tale game where you play as a young woman who finds a mysterious pair of shoes that pulls her into a terrifying journey. And by day, she does odd jobs. And by night, she battles supernatural horrors and fights to survive. And like I said, this game is definitely underrated and a true hidden gem. You can get this game right now on the eShop, and it goes on sale pretty often. Now as for the release date of the actual physical version of this game, I'm not quite sure, but it's definitely on my list. And when I find out, I'll definitely let you guys know. So yeah, this is another one that I definitely recommend checking out. Alright, well there you have it. There's some more horror games that I definitely recommend checking out. If you guys have more recommendations, please let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe. Also, if you guys can hit that hype button as well, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more, check out this playlist right here. With that being said, hope you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Happy gaming, God bless, and Jesus loves you. Peace.